It is really cool too to see his Joker's henchmen really warning him in some ways.
Well, they're worried. There's a odd, not necessarily odd, but there is a very specific love between the Joker's henchmen and the Joker, essentially.
Over here, Batman!
What are you doing up here?
There's someone after me. He's trying to kill me.
Who?
I think he works for Strange. That bastard has me working on his damn tower for 6 months. And no sooner is it all operational, he has me thrown in here.
What were you working on?
There are a number of signal relay points around the top of the tower. The specifications...
I think I know who that was, you guys.
Yep.
You know who that was?
Crime scene here. It's the only way to find out who killed this man.
Not hard to know who killed that man if you know anything about Batman.
Or Will Smith. If you know anything about Will Smith,
That's too big a spoiler. That's way too big a spoiler.
Charlie's gonna bleep that out when he puts that
No, no I won't. Because it's a really funny spoiler. And...
I just like Will Smith.
And as much as I try and avoid spoilers when we do these Anthroplayogies, this game is old at this point.
Yes.
Like, this was early last console generation. Not early, but a long time ago console generation.
Should have tried harder. All you had to do was get me some meds from the church. How hard is that? Then why don't you go?
Sometimes it's between.
Did you just talk back to me? I think you did. Oh man, I thought I taught you not to smart mouth me.
Oh, there it
I guess
is.
you're gonna need a little more schooling. Not a problem. Sounds like I need to beat some respect into.
There,
Stop, please!
there it is.
Someone help me!
Aw, someone's getting their butt beat up.
There's the shell casing.
The idea that the person that this is wouldn't be shell-breakers behind.
With his name on him, though, that's the issue.
That's just uploaded to
The shell said Deadshot.
It is, Master Bruce.
It is. Deadshot is in Arkham City.
What's he doing there? Is he a prisoner?
It seems unlikely, but I'm not ruling anything out.
So, it's the world's greatest detective versus the world's deadliest assassin. Who's going to win?
Not him. Send me the full database entry for Deadshot. I've uploaded everything I know about the victim. I'll be in touch.
Okay. So Deadshot.
So Deadshot. The worst version of Deadshot, FYI, is made in this game.
He gets better in later games for me.
Yeah, it doesn't look a lot better.
He doesn't look a lot better, that's true.
I meant style-wise, he's not the greatest version of Deadshot.
What is that weird thing?
What was that? The red blob?
No, there was a blinking thing. See the blinking thing? Oh.
Eh, why not?
You're Batman, you have to solve problems. Like assaults.
So we're not going to go into full detail about Deadshot yet, because there is a time to talk about him later. But...
Bats here.
that's in the right place, my bad.
Yeah, he's alive. He is alive.
What are you waiting?
Things without Joker, she's a dead woman. I hope she tries.
See, that was just rude. There's a lot of sort of incidental descriptions of violence against women in this game.
You're right, there is.
And I think, like, we haven't gotten...
Joker croaks. I'll waste it myself.
Yeah, see, look at this. They're like, we have no respect for Harley. And to be fair, the interesting thing about Harley is that she does sort of make her infantilize herself for Joker's benefit. So one of the things that I was really excited about when they did the press for Arkham Knight was they were like, you're gonna see Harley Quinn get her own mission, and it's not good.
Pretty bad mission.
Old GCPD building. Freeze must be using one of the old forensic labs. I've got to get in there.
What's stopping it? The door.
But we'll get to that eventually.
Yeah. I am very protective of Harley Quinn, as we know from the past. Because she is she's a really interesting character, and she's very important for a lot of abuse survivors.
You know that part of it.
Yeah.
Trying to stealth my way around this area. So I get shot a little bit.
We gotta find him now.
Especially because, I mean, the thing about Harley is like she does need Joker every now and then.
And then she comes back.
I mean, one of the things they did really recently in the new Harley book is, you know, she comes back, but she sort of realizes how to move on from him. And I'm not going to say that she's not going to end up going back to him, because I think a lot of the fandom wants to see her with him because they fetishize abuse sometimes. But the nature...
We're sliding.
Can you hear me?
Awkward.
What's going on? Now for that cover. If any of
Oh, ringing phone.
Yep.
you're capable of breathing, switch to channel Dolphin Zero.
Ringing phone, you guys.
Dolphin Zero.
Charlie's favorite thing. Are you...
I actually like these in this game,
Hello,
so...
Batman. Do you recognize my voice?
Victor Zsasz.
What's up, Zaz?
I'm so happy you remember me. I'll never forget you. I've got a special game planned, Batman. A game just for you. Ring, ring.
Yeah. So that just is a warning. That is why you would like... It's a good idea to have that glide boost.
I know we keep saying it, but we will talk about the character as they become a tad more relevant. You guys have got to be sick of me saying that by now. I'm getting sick of saying it. But there's a more appropriate time to talk about my favorite, least Batman character in this game.
It's true. Let's talk about the GCPD, though.
Okay.
Because the thing about the GCPD, if I remember correctly, there's a GCPD sequence in every game in terms of being around the station.
There really wasn't one in City or Asylum, I mean, but
Yes, no, but there was sort of a conversation. Oh,
Hello, Dark Knight. Did you find that easy? You were supposed to. That was merely a taste of what is to come. You will regret trying to outsmart me. You will solve my riddles, and you will collect my trophies. You may not want to, but you must. It's a matter of life and death.
If I hack this radio, I'll be able to listen into all of Penguin's communications.
It's just... Oh, Riddler. I think Riddler is really underserved by these games in making him a very annoying side quest.
he is always a very annoying side quest. That's the issue.
I mean, I think one of the things about... one of the reasons I will defend Riddler is that I grew up on the 60s Batman TV show.
Joker's crew are still outside, Mr. Cobblepot.
Good. Make sure it stays that way.
No problem.
And Enigma in that is
Listen up.
very
Boss wants this place held tight. No one in or out. See one
interesting
of
and
Joker's crew
strange.
wasted.
What about
And I think that the reason that Enigma can be interesting is that idea of,
Just like that.
you think you can beat me, you can't beat me.
Yeah, you can, but
He's supposed to be Batman's intellectual equal.
I know?
He is not Batman's physical equal by any means.
most definitely not.
We really can't de-encrypt that?
Nope.
That seems wrong.
I have to trigger something first.
What you here anyway?
Oh.
No idea.
Escape through the grate. Escape through the grate.
Good enough for me. We can't find it. It's not here.
Let's get this straight.
Alright, I forgot about this part.
That you are all so incompetent that you need me to come down there and help you search a room.
No. I mean,
Well, it sounds like that's what you're saying.
please, Mr. Cobblepot. I didn't mean it. We'll find it.
Oh yeah, one last thing. I hear Batman's coming your way. Good luck.
Penguin in some ways overlaps with Sionis a little bit too, in terms of that organized crime.
Yeah, but he seems to have gotten a lot more recognition ultimately than Sionis because he is more of a character. He is the ridiculousness.
Well, and I think part of that we owe to
Tim Burton?
to Tim Burton and Danny DeVito.
Yeah.
Bless Danny DeVito. Because that movie is quite flawed, but he has left me.
No, I guess my reaction to that comment, though, is... I get what you're saying, but at the same time... Penguin is a short, fat, aristocratic character who, despite all logic, and I really do mean all logic in the sense of Batman, is a Batman villain. Like, his gimmick is a goddamn umbrella gun. An umbrella gun.
Well, his gimmick is his weird Arctic theme.
Yeah, that too.
Understand?
But
Well,
like,
so,
I
I guess it's as good a time as any to transition into working in some of the Gotham stuff, because the Gotham version of Penguin is, in many ways, the version of Penguin you have to set up for him to make any sense as a Batman villain. He is very much kind of this eccentric crime boss and a supervillain second. He really isn't concerned with killing Batman, aside from Batman makes his whole criminal enterprising halt.
I mean, I think that mythology of, like, he was left in a sewer and some penguins raised him, that they do
Oh, it's fantastic!
in Batman Returns, you're like, wait, what? What are you talking about? Because there was when, you know, Penguin comes from that era of, you know, very cartoony, interesting gimmick villains. And in some ways he was a joke. But it was clear that Sam Hamm, who wrote both Batman and Batman Returns, was very interested in the idea of giving Oswald a little bit more gravitas and tragedy.
Yeah.
And I think the thing that sort of, I mean, Gotham has a bunch of timeline issues in general.
Oh yeah, the fact that the 50s, the 60s, the 70s, and the 80s simultaneously happen. Yes.
Yes. It's a little weird. It's a little weird. Ah, there's the inverted tank top. You performed the Riddler challenge. Why the Riddler wants you to do all these things, nobody knows. Perhaps because he can prove that he is better than you.
Bring it down. If he doesn't get you, you might want to think about running. Because when I get my hands on you, I'll stop you even walking.
Is that one of Freeze's machines?
They're like, what's going on?
What the hell are you,
The fact that no one sees you while you're doing that.
What the hell are you, Batman? I asked that question too.
Please, I give up. Look at me. I'm dropping my weapon. You don't need to hurt me.
Where are you at, surrendering thug?
Surrendering. And like, ooh, that's a cool jacket.
It is.
Where's Freeze?
He's in the museum. Penguin's got him.
I'll have to cut that tongue out of your head, boy. I don't know people telling tales on me.
No. I'm sorry, Mr. Cobblepot. He made me tell him.
You can have it, Batman. I'm safe and sound here at my museum. Try and get me if you like. I've got plenty of surprises ready for you if you do. Starting right now.
The idea of rescuing Mr. Freeze is strange.
That doesn't sound good.
Get out of here.
Safe to progress? Question. If the answer is yes.
On that icy floor that Batman doesn't trip on because he's Batman.
Yep. Now, again, I feel kind of bad doing all this setup for, like, we have a lot to talk about once it won't be spoiler territory.
Well, and I think because one of the reason I mentioned it being sort of like it's a procedural is that it is like there are way more mysteries in this game than there are in
No, that's quite true, and I guess I started talking about Gotham, and I'll talk about Gotham now more. What have you gotten up to, Lil, / am I allowed to just ruin parts of Gotham?
Everything. Ruin everything.
Where's the exit first?
They already sort of did by making Gotham, so it's fine.
Fair. So, the first season of Gotham is god-awful by any standards of anyone who enjoys Batman, and I will fight anyone who doesn't agree with that. You're entitled to be wrong. I support people with having different opinions, but as a Batman fan, that first season is just kind of offensive on every front possible. And I say that because literally nothing happens except for 2 episodes. One of which where they introduce a totally the Joker origin story, who's now become a main character and is running away with the show because, well, you know, the Joker's always the best character.
Thanks for reminding me.
Generally, the Joker family tends to be the best character.
Yeah.
Like, Harley is a force of gravity within herself for the female Phantom.
Yeah.
There are so many Harley cosplayers. Oh my god.
Yep.
There's like she's like the con equivalent of Deadpool. So you just see Deadpools everywhere if you go to a Comic-Con. But I think the thing that's really problematic for me about Gotham that I'm never gonna get over is the timeline. It just doesn't make any sense.
Well, so I just talk about that stuff because the show is fantastically bad. If you have like a Prius parked next to a 1960s muscle car, and both are the same level of okay. Yeah,
I mean, honestly, I'm gonna take it to Bates Motel for a second because Bates Motel had this problem, and their approach to it was because in the pilot they have Bates Motel. For anyone who doesn't know, is a whoop. Oh no!
Something Wicked Studios.
Hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, make sure you give us a thumbs up down below, you share us with all your friends, and you subscribe to the channel. If you're looking for more videos right now, we've got a whole bunch of ones all over the channel you can get to by the links below. If you hit the random button, I promise to send you to a good one. You know you want to. Press it. Press it.